Hi, everybody. This is Jacqueline Menconi. I'm a professional makeup artist in the New Jersey, New York area. Do a lot of work in commercials, bridal, television, so on and so forth. And I'm here today with Leigh Raeder, another professional makeup artist, cosmetologist. I'll let her introduce herself because she's amazing. Go ahead, Leigh.
Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. As Jacqueline said, my name is Leigh Raeder. I am in Wisconsin, and I've been in the industry for over 22 years, and me and Jacqueline have been interviewing different professionals the last, month or so, and just really finding out about them and their career, and we're finding lots of great tips. We've had everybody has been from really different backgrounds or walks of life and has had different careers. So I'm having a blast with this. And today I have the pleasure of introducing Ms. Deborah Compeau. You guys, she is absolutely amazing. She has been in the industry for over 30 years. And she actually started at a very young age. She went to cosmetology school alongside high school. And she has told me stories where she was actually an entrepreneur when she was in grade school already. So she's always had lots of ideas. And she managed salons by the time she was the age of 20. And then she also went on to open her first salon at age 26. And from there, she became an educator for top brands like Aveda, Matrix, Scruples. She's used all those brands, educated for some of them, and she has also worked for world-renowned spas. The way that I met Deborah is I actually originally hired her as an employee in my salon, and then she ended up becoming a partner in my salon with me, and we worked very closely together. We actually are like sisters, not by blood, and she helped me really make our salon just such a success. And she's full of so many great ideas and energy, and now she's really working a lot with schools and educating, and her goal is really to help like young professionals and even schools or anybody from all like ages become more successful with their beauty industry career. So, Deborah Compeau, welcome to our business savvy makeup artist webinar series. I'm so excited to have you here. So after that introduction, please, just tell us, why did you get into this industry?
Wow, Leigh, thank you. Thank you for, I think that was hyped a little. I hope I don't disappoint anybody, but thank you so much. And before we even get started, I just want to say what an honor and a privilege it is to be with you ladies tonight. And I am so excited about what you guys are doing, because this is just so important for people in our industry to really hear about where the world is headed and the things that we need to do if we want to, stay in the game and keep ourselves on top. So, how I, got started in the industry is your question? Is that what you wanted to know? Yeah. Wow. It's been quite a journey, and you covered a lot of it, but it has always been something that was just in me. I started at a very young age with my Aunt Carol. She was a hair designer, and I used to watch her. And then I would go home and I would do that on my dolls, you can imagine. And then it evolved from there to people from school. They would come over and I would actually charge. Like you said, I was an entrepreneur. So it was $5 a haircut on the bathroom toilet and with sewing shears. I cannot believe they paid that. And then I would look at the back of their head on the bus and think, what did I do? But it has just always been a love and a passion of mine. And, in the school that I went to, we were in a very, very rural area. And there was 2 people from every school that was chosen to go to cosmetology school. So you can only imagine, because I could not, my family, I'd have never been able to afford to go at that point. And I was so elated and did everything I could to be chosen to go, and I was. And I used to drive over an hour every day to go to a cosmetology school called Bayshire Beauty Academy. And that school is still going today. And I absolutely loved them. And it was because of them that I had this 30-plus year career that has led me to more experiences and journeys and giving back and paying it forward and helping others that, you know, I can't even begin to imagine. And like you said, I left there, you know, when I graduated from high school, I graduated from there at the same time. About a year later, I moved to Florida. I started to work I went to the nicest salon I could find, and I just walked in and I got hired, and you know, I started to manage for them at age 20, and my mom actually became ill. She had cancer, so I moved back to Michigan, and I opened up this huge, beautiful, modern salon in the middle of farm country. So I thought, well, it's either going to fail miserably or it is going to excel. And it literally just blew up. And it was some huge growing pains and a lot of learning to be done in that process, and, you know, developing marketing ideas and, you know, how could I, you know, keep everybody standing in line to get in. And so that's kind of where it all started. And from there, I moved out to, when I was there, that's where the giving back started as well. I, you know, started working with the American Cancer Society because I would go with my mom to treatment and I would see ladies there, and I actually dedicated a whole room in my salon to that. And back then, you know, they didn't have the fun things they have now, you know, that's so much nicer. But, you know, I would teach them how to make it look like they had hair. We would Velcro hair on, you know, hats and different things like that. And I really got involved in that part of it. And from there, it was always inspired in me how good it felt, you know, to give back. And my mom's doing great, by the way. So I did that with the American Cancer Society, and everything was wonderful. And then I had an opportunity several years later to move out to Colorado, and I wanted to learn more. And while I was in Michigan, I did start mentoring with Matrix. I wanted to learn from them. I had a full Matrix salon, and it evolved with Joyco. And then I started working for a world-renowned salon in Colorado, where it was a full Aveda salon. So once again, I wanted to learn whatever I could, and became a gold color specialist for them. And then came out to Wisconsin, is where I met you, and opened up yet another salon and got involved with a company called Scruples that was family owned, and really got to learn a lot of the ins and outs in that process. And so that's kind of where the 30 years went, and it went by so fast. But in that time, you know, what I found was when you serve people and you're there at the most important times of their lives, you know, you're there when, you know, the first haircut and the first kindergarten picture and the first, you know, prom pictures, and, you know, you're there for all the special events, and then it's weddings, and then their first babies and job interviews and funerals. And, you know, we really get to, you know our customers, and because we touch them, it's such a special bond. So, you know, we started to, as you know, implement, you know, helping teens. We had the STARS program, Teens at Risk programs. We gave back to abused women. We did cut-a-thons. We, you know, just really it was all about that. And while we were doing all that, you know, more things started to involve not just the education part of it, but I was in other salons, and I could see that they had needs and where they were struggling, and different ways that I could help them, you know, host events in their salons and get involved in the community and with the chamber, and, you know, just different things like that. And so there was more than just being a designer. I loved doing hair. I loved to be able to take someone and tell them exactly, you know, what they were looking for, and always asking, you know, why would they want to come to you? You know, what is it that makes somebody want to come to your salon? And so we were always about setting ourselves apart and being different and keeping the buzzword, you know, going in the town. And like you said, that's where all the ideas kept coming from. You know, I just kept thinking of new ways, and it really was about making that person feel so special. And, you know, they're always asking us, you know, you know, where can I go for this person, and who do you recommend for that person? Because they know that we, you know, we meet a lot of people. So yeah, that's kind of from start to finish what you know, where my career led, you know. So I could go on all day. You know, it's hard to stop when you're so passionate and you're so excited about something. So
yeah. I talk about 30 years. I mean, geez.
I know, and I feel like it's actually just beginning. It's just beginning in a whole nother way. Like you said, now working with the students. You know, I was just recently back home and I visited the beauty college that I went to, and it's just so neat to be helping them help their students start earlier in their career and be able to learn from all the experiences that I had, to be able to give them, you know, ideas and suggestions of how to build their career instead of having them just figure it out as they go. That's what I'm really passionate about now. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I just say, wow. Yeah, here's all of that.
Woo,
thank you very much.
Wow.
Hey, wow. I mean, wow. So thank you so much for sharing all of that with us, Deborah. I guess, you know, I have a few questions to ask you, but just because you started saying, you kind of started going into that direction, I'm going to pull from what you just said. And
okay.
I'd love for you to expand a little bit on what you mean by helping cosmetology students or beauty school students to have, you know, to learn from maybe what you did or didn't do going through your career, to help them start their career sooner, I think you said, was part of what you said. If you can kind of give us an idea of what you're talking about by that, because I feel like
Absolutely.
we might have some cosmetology, either students, we might have some students either tuning in live or listening to the replay, or maybe, you know, teachers at cosmetology schools who may be interested in helping their students do that. Who knows? But that would be great if you wouldn't mind.
Absolutely, I would love to. And there's a really special gal that I'm actually just adore. Her name is Rachel, and I only know Rachel through the internet, and we've been communicating, and she's a newer designer, and she's out of Colorado. And, you know, just hearing some of her experiences as well, and hearing where a brand new stylist is coming from, I think, first of all, how we as seasoned designers need to think is, in most salons, they really need to think that the world is changing. And we are trending. That's what we're all about. We're all about the new things. We're all about keeping in with what's new and what's hot. And the world is different. And some of the things we have to do now is different. I mean, people are texting, they're not talking. People are booking appointments online. People are looking at Pinterest for their hairdos. I mean, it's really bringing in all of the technology, and they're really getting educated. And I just want to back up a little bit before I answer your question, Jacqueline. One of the things that I wanted to really kind of what made me want to look at different ways of doing things is the fact that I personally feel a lot of our professionalism was taken from us when some of the big companies were bought out by pharmaceutical companies and whatnot. And because I am so passionate about what we do, that really upset me. And I'm kind of a trailblazer, and I really wanted to make a difference. And I'm like, this makes me mad. And one day I was in Walmart, and I was walking down the aisle, and there was a licensed cosmetologist at the end of the aisle of the L'Oreal hair color line, educating people on how to color their hair at home. And I stopped and I asked her, and I said, you're a licensed cosmetologist and you're teaching people how to go home and do their hair. I just want to she didn't know what I was. And she goes, absolutely, I can help you. I can tell you anything you need. You can tell me what you're looking for. I can tell you how to get it. And I said, why would you do that to your industry? You know, it just really bothered me. So I went back to our salon and I said, there's got to be something else that we can do that will set us apart and give us our exclusivity back. And so I started to develop all these different ways that we could help our clients and that would keep us still professionals and keep us where we had our own exclusive things to do. And so now when I go into, and I can elaborate more on that after I answer your question if you'd like, but when I go into the beauty schools and I start talking with, you know, some of the students, and we talk about how hard it can be to build this industry in the beginning. And sometimes we just can't stay in the game long enough to build that clientele, or maybe we're not quite sure how to build that clientele. And, you know, competition is fierce because there are 92.8 million entrepreneurs that submitted 1099s this year. So there's a, you know, people are opening their own businesses. And so you really have to learn what it takes, you know, to get a patient, or excuse me, a client in your chair, and why they would want to come to you and not somebody else. And so that's where I start. I first start with, it's all about treating the client exactly the same way every visit. The first visit and the last visit should be the same. You should always be exceeding their expectations. You should, Leigh and I always did extra things for our clients. We wanted to wow them. They never knew what to expect when they came in. I mean, they would leave with a thank you bag or a flower on Mother's Day, or, you know, and it's really more about loving people and making them feel special. It's not always about the technical skill set. Even though that is important, you need to know what you're doing. But so if I can go and help a student, a brand new student, first of all, help them make more money while they are developing a clientele, they're more happier. They feel more secure. They don't feel desperate. They're not just doing the haircut for the ticket. They're doing the haircut because it's what they love to do, and because they have other streams of income coming in. So that's one of the things that I do, is I teach them how to offer their clients more services without working harder, just working smarter. Because clients are asking you every day, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, or why is my hair falling out? Oh, my face is broken out. Oh, I wish I could lose some weight, or, you know, and it's all like, they tell us everything, you know, they really do. And they all wear makeup, and they all do all of that. So one of the things that I just started doing is I started to implement another business alongside their business with cosmetics. That's just one of the things that we start with. And this way they actually have a stream of income coming in while they're building their clientele. And it's being a process. We're still developing, you know, what's going to work best for every student, what students may want to be a makeup artist. The school currently doesn't have makeup curriculum, so we're you know, developing all of that alongside of what they're currently doing. So it's also helping the school. It's helping the school set themselves apart from other schools. You know, I think students are attracted to that. Oh my gosh, I get to be a makeup artist when I leave there as well. So yeah, those are some of the things that we're doing. Yeah.
Wow. So that's pretty crazy and heavy, and I love it. You just went through a lot. You know, Leigh, is it okay if I ask you continuing question from that, or did you have something in mind?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So, all right, I need to know, or I need you to share with everybody what you told us you were going to expand upon at the beginning of that answer. So you were saying that, you know, you were going into, you were, you know, seeking out other streams of income, companies that could offer you, I guess, that exclusivity that you needed and wanted. And so give me an idea of what that meant for you, how, you know, your research process, you know, the conclusion that you came to, and why, you know, just give it all. Give it all.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, first of all, we were always looking for ways to bring in more services to our clients so that we could bring in more streams of income and offer more to them, so it could be kind of a one-stop shop. And so we started offering tanning services, and we started offering, you know, nail services, and we would do spa luncheons, and we would start having events and, you know, VIP events for our customers. But it was so much work. oh my goodness, trying to figure out how to make a flyer. How do you promote it? How do you get people to come? You know, it was just constant, like trying to figure it out. And when I started to complain to my sales rep, actually, about she wanted to take an order for me for new shampoo, and I said, you know, I'm really kind of frustrated because I see this shampoo at the Walmart and I'm not at all happy, and I really would like to find something more exclusive. And she just so happened to know about a company, our company, that had exclusivity. And so I started, that really piqued my interest. And I said, wait a minute, I want to know more about this. So I started to do some research, and I loved it. I loved it. The first thing that I started to look at, obviously, was motives, because the reason for it is, once again, we wanted to wow our clients and to be able to customize something and mix it for them right in front of them. That was, whoop, there it is, yeah. And
okay, so you're talking about the custom blends right now.
The custom blends, absolutely.
Okay.
And no one, and it was so exclusive because no one would have their formula, and no, it wasn't available through beauty distribution centers. So it was kind of our secret. Like, we found out about this really amazing, high quality, and trust me, we did our research, and to know that, you know, world, you know, celebrities and celebrity makeup artists and all of that were in love with the line. I always did what successful people would do. And then to find out that it was, you know, #1 in the world on Instagram and all that, it just created a lot of buzz. And what we really liked about it was, and I could elaborate on that all day, but I want to stay more on the business side of things tonight. There was, everything was done. The flyers were done. The invitations were done. It was like a system that was already completed that we could mix alongside what we were currently doing. And no one else had it. And we, once again, we are always the trendsetters. I always feel like our salon was always kind of ahead, and, you know, that's what set us apart. And, you know, together we just, you know, with our team, we made it so successful. And so people started to hear, and then we started to do, you know, top 10 events. And, you know, just it started to create more events that we didn't have to put so much time into. And as that evolved and we started to fall in love with that process, I learned more that the company had other things to offer, that we were a product brokerage company. And I would see people come in with Starbucks, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry I'm late. I was in line for Starbucks. And I realized, you know what? We have an amazing chocolate fat-burning drink that we could be offering our clients. So we started to just start layering everything we were doing with very exclusive, superior products. And that's how that all began. And so that's what I do is I teach these students simple systems that they can implement and offer to their clients, because their clients are going to ask them, you know, how, you know, what do you do about, you know, my hair falling out? It's falling out so bad. The doctors say, you know, my vitamin D is fine, whatever. What can I do about that? Well, they now have a solution. And that's really what we are, even without this company, is we are, you know, always giving solutions to our clients. Oh, you need a massage, you need to go see so-and-so. Oh, you know, you're looking for an esthetician, here's so-and-so. You want a makeup artist for your wedding, I know someone. And we were always referring. So what I do is I'm just teaching these students how to take all of those referrals and build a network with them where we can all help each other and work in alliance together instead of compete with each other. And because of that, they're able to create all these different streams of income while they're focusing on their passion, which is making people feel beautiful. And once their clientele grows and they're established, they have a stream of income already set in place. So there's security for them as well, because students a lot of times are younger, and, you know, a few years go by, they might want to stay home and have a family. They might want to, you know, take a little time off. And in our industry, if we were to ever do that, it was literally almost starting all over again. Every time I moved, that's why I had to go work for Leigh. I went from working for a top world-renowned spa, running the show pretty much, to being the broom girl. I mean, I was back at the bottom, and that's just what you had to do until you developed a clientele. And I was always a team player, so I didn't mind doing that, or the towel girl or what have you. But you know, this is an opportunity where people did decide they wanted to move, or that then they weren't always starting all over. It was more of a security, or something happened where they had to take a little time off for a loved one or what have you. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm so passionate about. And not just with students, with salon owners as well. I think what you have to realize as a salon owner that, you know, you're missing out on so much by not offering these services to your clients, by letting them leave. And not only that, at the end of the day, which is kind of what happened with me, I was in my 40s, loved absolutely every second of what I did. There was no retirement plan in place for me. And, you know, so I worked all of those years exchanging time for money and all of that to, you know, really not have anything left. And what do you do? And, you know, yeah, I could have maybe cut hair for another 20 years or so, but I ended up having a health condition that didn't allow me to stand behind the chair anymore. So I was so grateful that I'd had something in place. And it is important. We never know what's going to happen.
Right.
So hopefully that answers the question. And then some, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah.
Cheers.
While we're cheersing, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen so that our faces can be a little bit bigger. Okay? And then I think now might be an appropriate time to poll our attendees. What do you ladies think?
Yeah, I think that's great.
Let's poll them. Okay. Here we go. Hold on one sec. Here we go. And I'm launching a poll. All right, our viewers, you guys have about 1 minute to answer the poll. We'd appreciate your participation in this so we know who we're talking to. While you're voting, I will go ahead and have another sip.
I'll join you.
Thank you so much.
Make sure everybody votes.
All right, just another few seconds before we close out the poll. Looks like we have a decent amount of freelance makeup artists that are on right now.
Nice.
Also a nice handful of cosmetologists. So that's great. This is right up your alley, I guess, right? Okay, so I'm going to close the poll in 10 seconds. So if you have not voted, go ahead and vote. And in the meantime, Leigh, get your next question ready. All right, I am closing the poll. The poll is closed. Hello, everybody. Okay.
So,
right.
Deborah, you were talking about, you know, this company and utilizing some of the product brokerage part of it. Can you just explain a little bit more about what that means? Like, what company and what system do they have in place, you know, for us, and what were you utilizing?
Well, the name of our company is Market America, and they're a parent company of a product brokerage company where they broker several multi-billion-dollar industries. Mm-hmm. And I have been able to take some of those industries that fit perfectly in salons, with makeup artists, now the beauty schools, and work that right in with what our profession is. It's what our customers are looking for, and our clients, and what some of the industries that I broker obviously are cosmetics. But what I wanted first and foremost is a professional company. I wanted to make sure, and I did my due diligence. I mean, when you own a salon, your reputation is on the line. And you want to make sure that what you're utilizing in your salon is sizzling hot, and that really is, you know, the quality is superior. And, you know, that's why I always work with the companies that I worked with. And when I discovered this company and I started to discover what they had to offer, it totally, I mean, I can't even begin to tell you the excitement that started to brewing. And you want to talk about ideas. So then we started, you know, we serve our client with these beauty drinks, you know, and it started to grow because, so some of the industries was health and nutrition. I think it's extremely important that when you're in this industry and you truly are in it for a reason to make people beautiful, they need more than just topical. It really is, you know, it is, you know, what's in your heart. It's what's in, you know, what's causing some problems to be able to get that education, which is what our company provided or does provide. We, like I said, the energy drink line, I mean, if it's trending and it's sizzling hot and every single person that's walking into your salon has an energy drink, why wouldn't you offer it to them? Only you're going to offer them a healthy one and not one that's going to harm them. You know, if their hair is falling out and you have something that can help them, offer that to them. And, you know, just creating all these streams of income alongside while doing that. I had a lot of people in my suite that, you know, wanted to lose weight before their wedding. And what would you do before? Oh, go to Weight Watchers or go to wherever. And, you know, maybe they would see success, maybe they wouldn't, but we didn't know. Well, now I was able to truly educate them on something that was, you know, science-based, that worked, that was healthy, that was safe, that was, you know, really good. And I was able to help other people in my community. I could take, you know, fitness trainers and educate them on the weight loss program and refer my clients out to them, and they would refer their clients out to me. And we started to work in this beautiful referral networking system. So those are just a few of the industries that I tend to help salons bring into what they're doing, and they're loving it because their clients are like, oh my gosh, I can get everything that pertains to beauty here. You know, you have all the answers, and nobody else has that. And that's what's important, I think, is, you know, be with the trends, be with what your clients are looking for. I mean, that's what we're there, is to provide them. Obviously, the hair, all of that as well, but this is just above and beyond all of those services.
Yeah, and like you said, you know, keeping it exclusive and having products that they can't just go to Target, Walmart, Sephora, Ulta and get. They have to actually come back to the salon or the professional, you know, to get those products. And, you know, that's truly what I love about the company, is really allowing us to be able to do that and not lose that kind of an income from it either. So that is so valuable.
And they trust us. Yeah, they trust us to provide them with a super high quality product. And we have all the proven clients to show that these are great. So yeah, I agree.
I just want to clarify, that was amazing, Deborah, thank you so much. I just want to clarify to those who are not quite sure, maybe they're a little confused as to exactly what you mean by some of the things that you mentioned. So Market America is a parent company, is an umbrella company. It's a product brokerage company. So Market America houses about 12 multi-billion-dollar divisions within the same company. Motives Makeup is one, 4 different lines of skincare is another, health and wellness, weight management, and fat loss, and a number of other things that I won't get into, but about 12, I believe, multi-billion-dollar industry divisions. So when Deborah is saying that, when she keeps on saying we, and she's not French. Wait, maybe I don't know. Maybe you are.
Deborah Compeau.
Maybe you are with that last name. But that just means, you know, when she's saying we, she means Market America as a whole. And once, you know, she partnered with Motives first, or she partnered with Market America with the maybe thought in mind that motives might be your main path, right? I'm assuming, is that how you kind of got introduced to the company?
That was where I started. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, because it made sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Being a cosmetologist, it just makes sense. But then once you are partnered with Market America for one division, you're automatically partnered with all of them just by proxy, just by accident. So being partnered with the whole company is what she's referring to when she says that she's able to service her clients fully, whether it's the bride wanting to lose weight with the weight management division, whether it's somebody who is having, hair loss problems with the health and wellness division, so on and so forth. So I just wanted to clarify that just in case we had any attendees who are like, wait a minute, what? What? Tell me what company you're talking about with all of these different things, and they didn't realize. So, so I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
And, I think what's so great about our Market America as well, and having access to all of these companies, is the fact that you only need really 2 or 3 different products that you can offer to your clients to literally make thousands and thousands of extra dollars in your salon. So I guess I'm really looking at this. I love the whole cosmetology side of it, but I know that you guys have talked to a lot of people in those industries. So I wanted to give it more of a business side of it. The business side being, you've got to be savvy. And, you got to be business savvy in this world. If you really want to make it in this industry, you're going to have to really think about what can I offer my clients where I'm not exchanging time for money. Because, other than just doing hair, how else can I make an income so that I can stay ahead and keep doing what it is that I need to do? And so that's what I love to do. And now that I'm no longer doing hair, it's my passion to consult, to give all of the ideas of how to host events, where to get this information. These are all very simple systems that are done for you. I'm just going to ask you what it is that you want. What are you looking for? What are your clients looking for? And we'll customize this program to you as an individual makeup artist, or you as an individual salon owner, spa owner, hair designer, whatever it is your goals and visions are, is what makes this so special, because we customize to fit into that vision. And my ultimate goal was to be able to retire early because I couldn't do hair anymore. And so after 5 years of implementing all these different systems, I was able to walk away, and I traveled for a couple of years, which in our industry we never get to do, and I had a lot of time freedom. So because I got to do that, and now I am secure for retirement, I wanted to give other salon owners that. Can you provide health insurance for yourself? Can you provide a retirement plan, or incentives for your staff, or, different things like that as well. So thank you for clarifying. It can be a little bit confusing because there's so many, there's so many ways you can go about it. So it's really up to them and what they want to do with their business.
Yeah, I just love how you're saying, how customizable the whole entire program / business / whatever you want to call it is, which it really is. And then that kind of brings us to another question, which you kind of answered already, right, Leigh? The next question is usually, what does business savvy mean to you? So you already used the term business savvy in your last answer, but if you want to, give us some extra feedback on that, that would be great.
Okay, well, being business savvy to me means really, and I think I'm coming with this answer from talking to a lot of salon owners, is really being open-minded. Being open-minded to new concepts, because things are changing, and being able to create a safety net. I mean, we're always training our competition, if you're a salon owner, and they're always moving on. The good ones do, and they need to. I mean, this is everybody's dream, is to own their own and to do what they want. So you need to, have systems in place that can, you know, keep you afloat during, you know, economical times, or would want new clients to come to your salon, that would have everybody buzzing about your salon. So being savvy is just being open-minded to new concepts. And, you know, I think what it will do for you is make you have so much more leverage, being able to make so many more streams of income, where if you do go on vacation, you don't have to, you know, work twice as hard before you leave and 3 times as hard as when you get back, and pray nobody left while you were gone, and you know, the whole thing. And you know, there's other things about being business savvy, is just setting your salon up for huge success, or your makeup industry. You know, why wouldn't you want to offer your clients things that they're asking you for? You know, if they're looking for a foundation that is special, that you can special make for them, why would you not want to give that to them? Or you could give them, you know, a health regime that will help them feel better and be happier. I mean, that's what we do. You know, that's why we do what we do. And, you know, it all starts from that. So I just, you know, sometimes I think, at least I used to, I'm guilty of this, I used to think that, oh, I don't want to offer those kinds of things because, you know, it's not professional, or it's this or that. And that's why what's so amazing about what you guys are doing is that you're sharing with people that this is extremely professional, and it is really taken the world by storm, and it is the way of the world. And so it's just important to at least listen and learn how to be more savvy in your business, how to get more clients in, how to service them better, and how to give them more of what they're looking for.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Leigh?
It's so true. And, you know, there's so many different companies out there. And I know, I mean, I get approached by so many different things all the time. And, you know, I'm not going to talk bad about anything else out there, but, you know, we have done our homework, like Deborah said, and you have to really be smart about what you're doing. There's a lot of things out there that you can maybe partner with, but they are probably most likely not going to be what you think they are, or as lucrative as they can be. So what I do love is that this company is really meant to offer high-grade, amazing products to all different industries, not only the health and beauty industry, but also, you know, we have different divisions that work with health practitioners, which I know that you're extremely involved with as well. You know, so just really be careful with what you do partner yourselves with out there. And people are wanting solutions. And so aligning yourself with a company that's doing the research and having the science behind things and offering amazing products is definitely, you know, something that you want to look into. That's just kind of my opinion on that. So,
and you know, I do want to share this story. It doesn't really pertain to our whole conversation tonight, but I think it's kind of impactful. And, you know, like I said, we are in the industries we're in because we want to help people. And when I started this company, it was really about what more can I do to service my customers? What more can I give them? How much more can I offer them? I want to give them everything I can in one package. And in that process, I have a daughter that had special needs, and my daughter was very, very ill. And I discovered the health and nutrition side of our industry. And, you know, we actually didn't even know my daughter's life expectancy at the time I started this business. And, you know, happened to work so much, I just wanted to have some time freedom to be with her, because that's really what is important. And our health is the most important thing out of everything in life. And because of the supplementation that we have, my daughter is now amazing, and she is extremely healthy. And she went from being on intravenous antibiotics, because that's all that would ever work. And now in the last 10 years, she's only been in medication 3 or 4 times. She just graduated, making the dean's list almost every semester. She, where she used to have a full-time aide, and she's now very independent. She just drove out to Oklahoma, and now she's going to drive out here. She just graduated from college, so she's going to live with mom for a while. And she's crazy. She's an artist, so she obviously loves motives as well. But you can really change your clients' lives. I mean, how many of your clients, you know, are going through chemotherapy or need to rebuild their immune system, or their children's are sick, or maybe you're in a toxic environment where you need to be healthy. So that's kind of now why I'm gearing towards working with health professionals as well as in the beauty industry, because I just want to make an impact. I want to do more than one person at a time. I want to do thousands at a time. So you never know where our industry leads. Yeah.
I love you.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
Oh my
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey, listen. Cheers. Cheers to all of that. Wow.
I know, she's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
God.
Aw.
Guys, what do you think? We have a few minutes left. Should we open it up to questions?
Yeah, I mean, sure. we could talk all night, and we can definitely have Deborah on again as a guest, because she's so knowledgeable about everything. I mean, she walks the walk.
Oh, thank you.
She definitely is. You know, she knows her stuff. So, yeah, we could be here all night, but let's open it up to some questions. You guys can ask anything you want. We're gonna do questions for about, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And you can ask Deborah, you can ask me, you can ask Jacqueline. What are you guys wondering?
Anything. Ask away.
Ask away. We are yours.
Yeah?
Yeah. And people are probably wondering, why is Deborah in Arizona and Leigh is in Wisconsin? Well, Deborah had enough of those winters, which I don't blame her.
I'm still defrosting.
Winters, too.
It is a little warm here today, but I am not going to complain. I had to wear oven mitts to drive the car. Yes.
Oven mitts? Are you serious?
Yes, I am. It was very warm.
Oh, man, that's crazy. Okay, we have a question from Kathy. Kathy Sue Boyd, and she would love to hear what supplements you implement into the salon for hair loss.
That's a good
Deborah,
question.
Deborah, if you'd like to take that one, that'd be great.
I really like to just keep it simple when I'm in salons. I don't, what's great about what we do is we don't have to inventory tons of products because everything we have is virtual, which is the way of the world. But what I always recommend is the OPC3 Beauty Blend. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
And the great thing about that product is it does have biotin in it, and a lot of times when people are deficient of B vitamins, especially biotin, they can experience hair loss. Of course, my clients, I would always tell them to make sure that they talk to their doctor and get their thyroid checked as well. But I'm telling you, people would start taking the Beauty Blend, and they would not only see results with their skin improving, but hair getting thicker, growing faster, their nails getting stronger. So it's definitely a great start, and a lot of times they will see results with that. It's amazing.
Yes, and serve it in a cute little martini glass. They love it. You tell them this is your beauty inside and out. And not only that little tip, it makes their hair grow faster, their nails grow faster. So if they are getting hair services, nail services, they may need to come in more often. So it's kind of a little tip.
And if people are familiar with what the Beauty Blend is, it is in our isotonics line. It is a powder that you mix with a specific amount of water, which makes it a liquid isotonic form. So the client drinks it, and they drink about 2 ounces to 4 ounces, and it tastes really good. So it doesn't taste bad, and the delivery system is really fast. They actually absorb it into their system, versus like a high-grade tablet or pill. So we would actually make drinks at the salon with that and give it to them, and they absolutely love it. And it's great that it tastes good, that you don't have to choke it down.
Yes, they love it. And they always ask, what is it? And they would always want it. So because it worked, they kept rebuying it as well.
And even for brides that want to grow their hair faster,
Their skin nice.
Yeah.
Right here. So my dear friend Lydia, who I believe might be on this, she might be tuning on tonight. Lydia, shoot us a question if you're here. So my friend Lydia told me 1 month before my wedding day, oh, hey, try this out. Because I had been complaining about the hair loss that I was experiencing for years and years and years, but specifically in like this kind of area right here, it started being just very sparse. Who knows what it was from, but whatever. So she said, take this. I was not a supplement person because all the supplements and vitamins I had taken in the past would always make me ill. It would make me physically ill for anywhere from 4 to 6 hours at a time. And even if they didn't make me ill, they did nothing for me. So I was over supplements. So anyway, long story short, I started taking it as directed every single day for 1 month. And I kid you not, I'm so thankful that I had my girlfriend Michelle with me on my wedding day, because when I woke up, she's a hairstylist, by the way, that's why I said that. I had little Bart Simpson spikes, like hair spikes, baby hair spikes, new hair growth. 1 month. It wasn't like long, luscious hair. It was like I saw finally new growth in 1 month that had never happened before. So I can definitely testify to that particular, vitamin working wonders for me, for sure. Love it.
And even, not only that, we would have clients in our chair that would complain about joint pain, allergies, degenerative disease, arthritis, fibromyalgia, so to be able to have resources where we have actual, physicians or doctors that have used these products and, they have solutions for that is so powerful, because people are hurting. So by you doing their hair and their makeup and their skincare, they're still hurting inside. So Deborah was always very on top of, let's start implementing health and wellness before salons were doing that. Now, salons are getting more on board with that, but, she's a visionary. She saw that early on, and to be able to offer someone something like that, and then they come back next time and say, okay, I don't know what's in that, but my knees don't hurt like they did. My allergies aren't bothering me. And I'm not saying, it's a fix-all for anything, but if you can get to the root to their problem, you can possibly help them, by, just taking some of their symptoms, alleviating some of their symptoms with some of the things we have. So
I have to share one of my favorite stories, and I'll make it really quick, but I had a mom whose son was born with acute asthma and was always taking the inhalers and the puffers, and their insurance stopped paying for it. And she said, I've got to stop getting my hair colored, and I got to stop, cut it short, because, I'm just going to let it grow out because I can't afford to have my hair done any longer because I have to buy these inhalers for my son. So I told her about OPC3 and how it could help her son. And I sent her all of the research on it. And I said, it won't cure his asthma by no means, but it will definitely help the symptoms. And it was literally 2 weeks later, she came in with her son, and he said, Miss Deborah, I want to tell you how much better I feel, because I didn't like the way my medicine made me feel, and what you gave me made me feel a lot better. And he was able to cut his inhalers in half, how much time he had. So then she was able to afford to get her hair done again. So it all is just like a big, beautiful circle. We are meant to serve people. We get in this industry because we love people and we want to make them feel good. So why wouldn't you want to start there?
So true.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's great. That's great.
It's powerful.
Thank
what
you
we
so
have
much.
is extremely, working one-on-one with people. They do share a lot with us. And if we can help them with so much more than, the surface, there's nothing like it.
Oh, that just felt so good. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. That's amazing. Well, Kathy says thank you.
Kind of a long-winded answer. And I know a lot of people always ask me, maybe have a friend who owns a salon or a makeup artist or whatever, and they're like, how do I tell them about some of these things? And that's really why we're doing these webinars. So, use these as a tool to just share what we're doing and what we have, because our goal is to help professionals all over, because a lot of them are really struggling, whether it's just income or time, whatever it is. That's what we are used to doing. We're used to mentoring and working with other professionals. So I know a lot of you are asking, how do I get this information to them? We do record these, and we will share. If you can share these with them, because we're really out there to just make so many lives better, and that's why me and Jacqueline are kind of partnering up and doing these.
So happy you guys are doing these. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for all of your questions. And Deborah, I can't thank you enough for sharing your story, for your just incredible knowledge and your answers. They've just been wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you. I feel honored to be here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Please follow all of us. Our social media is all up. Deborah is at Deborah Compeau, Leigh Raeder, Flawless by JM is Jacqueline. We are going to continue to do this series as long as we have people to interview. So we have a great lineup coming up. So make sure you follow us, because we post when we are going to do these amazing webinars. And Deborah, it was great to see your face. I miss you.
You too.
And,
thank you. I miss you.
Yeah, and we're all across the country, from New York to Wisconsin to Arizona. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, if you are just hearing about Market America and motives for the first time, you came across this webinar playback, feel free to reach out to one of us, or if you were referred to watch this webinar by somebody else, please get in contact with them to allow them to answer any questions that you may have about the company, about the business, about anything. All right, so yeah, this is just meant to help you, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, have a great night, guys. Cheers. Cheers. One more photo. Cheers. All right, guys, have a great night.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.